fuck me in the ass and call me Sally, because we're about to talk about Tattooed Millionaire. What's up, guys? Maidslave here. And oh boy, do we have a review here today, boys and girls and whatever the fuck you are. Tattooed Millionaire is Bruce Dickinson's legendary first studio album. Released in 1990. He was still an Iron Maiden at the time, and the idea to make a solo album was sparked from him working on Nightmare on Elm Street when, you know, he made Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, and he worked with Yannick Gers, who I guess, you know, they hit it off, so to speak, as far as writing goes, and it's fucking terrible. This album is the... If you looked up garbage in the dictionary, you would fucking find the picture of this album, because it's fucking... It is like the epitome of garbage, okay? Fuck, it's so bad. It's so bad, it's a joke. It really is a joke at this point. The artwork is weird. It's got like Bruce kind of on the front, but he's like dark. He's like, it's like a shadow, like he's walking by, and it looks ugly, and it's got some ugly, weird like shit behind it. Tattoos. And I guess they weren't really taking it that seriously when they made it, but I know Bruce was kind of taking it seriously. I know that Bruce wanted to just kind of see what would happen, because at this point he didn't want to be an Iron Maiden anymore. We've already been over that shit. You know, Tattooed Millionaire is so bad. It's like if No Prayer for the Dying shat out a fucking retard baby, you have Tattooed Millionaire. This album is so bad, I had to clean out my ears with Saint Anger. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's definitely down there for sure. It's like if you got fucking like, you know, No Prayer for the Dying, but without Steve Harris to say, oh, you know what, that's too bad, we can't do that. Fucking Bruce Dickinson was let fucking go off his leash to do whatever he wanted to in this album, and it sucked balls. Let's fucking get into this motherfucker. Starts out with a song called Son of a Gun. Just Son of a Gun. There you go. Son of a Gun, this song's bad. No, actually, it is not particularly terrible, and the reason why it's not particularly terrible is because it's Wasting Love. Listen to it. Fucking listen to it. It is the riff from Wasting Love. It's a little bit different, but it's the same thing. And it's funny because when I was talking about Fear of the Dark, I said I like this song for some reason because it kind of sounds like something Bruce Dickinson would do. And it is pretty much exactly what something off of Bruce Dickinson's solo record is. And it's not terrible. I kind of liked it, but you know, by the end it felt like it was dragging on because everything was the same. But like the song's not that long, so it must be pretty fucking bad. But you know, considering what I was expecting to hear right off the bat, it took me by surprise. It wasn't too terrible. It was kind of just like, you know, like dog shit from like a small dog. Like it doesn't really smell, but it's just kind of shitty, and it's there, right? Okay. Tattooed Millionaire, the song, is a big hunk of shit. The concept and what the lyrical content is actually kind of clever. Tattooed Millionaire is about kind of exactly what it sounds like, tattooed millionaires. Kind of the stereotype of Hollywood rock stars, you know, that whole scene kind of in the late 80s of just people who were just fucking rich, and I guess they had tattoos, and just their lifestyle is bullshit, and their music is bullshit. And it was kind of him making fun of it. And when you get into it, the chorus isn't terrible. It's not, it's like stereotypical of kind of what was going on that time. The intro is fucking terrible. It's got the cowbell in there. It's like right when you hear it, you're like, garbage. It's just bad. But unfortunately, it's one of the better moments on the album. It's just, woo! Okay, third song on the album is my favorite song on the album by far. Born in '58. Now, when you first hear this song, it's kind of like, oh shit. But when it gets into it, it's really good. The choruses are fucking awesome, and Bruce's vocal performance on this song is really good. I'm assuming the song is it's about, I'm assuming it's about him. It could be wrong. I heard him perform it one time, and he said it was about his granddad, but that wouldn't make any sense because it's 58. It's not that old. But it sounds really American. It doesn't. You can't even hear his British accent in there. And for this whole album sounds like American rock at the time. Like for some reason, in my notebook for the Dying review, I said that this style of music was popular at the time, and I didn't really go into it that much. I'm talking about like a more like straight to the point, like hard hitting, just like hard riffs combined with raspy vocals, kind of like Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses. And that's what this whole album kind of sounds like it's going for, but it doesn't sound like Guns N' Roses, because Guns N' Roses is good, and this is garbage. Because the songs in Guns N' Roses are really good, but on this album, they're just not good. But Born in 58 is probably the best moment on the album. The next song is Helen Wills, which is garbage, followed by Gypsy's Road, which is garbage mixed with a stench of bizarre. It's just fucking, no, it's just, it's like if somebody fucking took a huge shit, and then somebody else came by and threw up on it, and then it was just fucking heating in the sun for like 5 days, and then fucking just, it's just, that's the song. It's fucking garbage. Next song is Dive, Dive, Dive. Ooh, fuck. More like garbage, garbage, garbage. This song is fucking wretched. I mean, you just gotta listen to it. It sounds so fucking bizarrely dreadful that it just, I don't know, man. This album is just All the Young Dudes is, once again, garbage mixed with a little bit of bizarre, just garbage. Lickin' the Gun is next on the list, and when you hear Lickin' the Gun, I mean, you can just kind of tell it's gonna just sound like shit. It makes me want to get a gun and fucking shoot myself in the head because it's so fucking bad. And particularly on this song, it sounds like he's going for, what the fuck was that? It sounds like he's going for like a Frank Zappa type thing with some low vocals in the beginning with a cool like bass line, but it sounds fucking stupid, and it's just Zulu Lulu is fucking pure garbage mixed with a bunch of cowbell garbage. And the song ends with No Lies, and no, we're not talking about No More Lies. It's the opposite of that. It is pretty much, I guess it's not that bad of a song, you know, especially for this album. Once again, it kind of sounds like very similar to Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. Just with the bass line and the kind of the guitars, Yannick going whatever. However, I will admit, in the middle, it has a bit of a breakdown with just the bass doing the, you know, cool fucking cool riff. And I actually found myself doing this to it, like, yeah, that's pretty good. So I guess that song's not that bad compared to the album. But overall, this album is just, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure all you guys already know that just to stay away from this album. And I will definitely say, stay the fuck away from this album. God, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. And I'll explain why. The reason why I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10 is because there's pretty much about 2 songs on it that are good. One is Born in 58. And the other is, fucking Tattooed Millionaire. And that song's not good, but it's popular for some reason. And once you get into it, it's okay. Compared to the rest of this fucking album. That's why I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Because literally, there's 2 okay songs on it out of fucking 10. And by the way, these two songs are on the Best of Bruce Dickinson, so you can go ahead and avoid this whole piece of shit from the beginning. Fuck. Terrible, terrible. But don't worry, Bruce Dickinson's solo albums just kind of go up from here. This is as bad as it gets, let me tell you, people. The only thing that I can imagine that's worse than this album probably is Saint Anger. Fuck, it's so bad. Later.